What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Half and Half podcast with your hosts Edgar Mercado and Levi Fintz. Okay, we have to stop our regular scheduled program to introduce a Half and Half podcast first. Our very first guest. So you probably know him as the man with the great beard. We've mentioned him a few times, but the beard man has a name. The man, the myth, the legend, Gustavo Taco Millan.
Hey.
It's the Half and Half podcast.
What's up?
Okay, what do you think? Solid.
That was a good intro.
Hands down, best intro I ever heard.
Milan?
Yeah,
It's not-
No, it's Millan. Double L.
It told you, yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, so I wanna
But is that...
go ahead.
Do we redo it?
No,
it's cool.
I said it wrong.
Oh, you did?
No. It's
I
cool
said
though.
Millan.
Don't even worry about it. Everybody fucks it up anyways. So
Alright, bet.
Okay. So pretty much, I wanna welcome our first guest, Gustavo Millan. He's a good friend of ours, a veteran of the United States Army. He's a massage therapist and recently obtained his electrical technician
Chill
certification. He really does it all. So with that, let me get into the first question. What is it about you that allows you to integrate into numerous fields and not get intimidated about learning a whole new profession?
Honestly, hands down, it's just I was getting paid to do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't because like I had an interest in it. Well, maybe a slight interest, but since the VA pays for all my benefits and stuff, it's kind of like, fuck it, why not take the advantage and use my benefits for it?
Yeah.
The electrical, I was kind of winging to it, but then when I realized like it wasn't for me, then it just wasn't. So then I just tried the massage because I was really good with my hands, so I've been told, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, why not? Let's just try it out. So I did it, and it was paying my bills. So
How long did that take?
the both programs took about 10 months each.
Oh, that's
Okay.
not bad at all.
That's
It's
not
like
bad.
a little trade school thing.
But okay. So like, you think just because like in a sense you went into multiple and you were kind of interested in all of them, have you chosen like one in particular that you were kind of like really want to do, or are you still trying to figure it out?
Honestly, I still am trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I just feel like for me, it's just more like knowledge based.
Yeah.
So like the more I know, the better I'm off.
Yeah.
I just like being well broaded
Yeah.
in anything.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
to obviously from like how the fuck does somebody go from electrical like all right, I'm interested in massage, like just like a whole another left turn. So
I remember you were telling me that like whenever you're bored at home, you'll just like look shit up.
yeah.
just
Like
kinda educate
since it's really hard for me to sleep, I just like I like doing a lot of research about anything.
You have a question?
Well, before I get to my question, I just want to introduce the whole military thing. So you served in the military, correct?
Yeah, I did serve 3 years, 19 weeks. Beautiful.
Crazy experience.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
crazy fucking experience.
And how old were you when you went into the military?
I was 17. 17, yeah. I was 17. My
Nice.
mom didn't want to sign the paperwork, but I just kind of told her straight up. I was like, look, if you don't sign this paper now, in a few months when I turn 18, I'm going to sign it myself. It's better if you do it now, and then I'll come back home sooner.
Yeah.
And she kind of thought about it. She's like, all right, well, that's what you want to do.
Why were you
She
so
was like
interested?
sobbing, crying as she was signing the paperwork. I was just like, I mean, you're going to do it regardless, but...
Yeah. Why were you so interested in like really wanting to jump into it?
Honestly, just since I was a kid, I've always wanted to I've always seen myself like just, you know, when I was a kid, you know, play soldier and like I'm like pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just honestly my thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so I just did it,
I know.
and I kind of needed the money because I mean I had my baby mom pregnant at the time too.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, fuck yeah.
It's always a driving force.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Okay, so a question I got for you. Would you recommend the military for somebody who doesn't really have too much direction in their life?
Definitely. It's just like you have to understand that like in the military, it's not always about like all they think about when people go in the military is like, oh, I'm gonna be in the front line. That's not always the case. I mean, there's like a fuck ton of jobs out there. You don't always have to specifically chose. I mean, my dumbass did because I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
You know, I always thought that was like, oh, somebody recruiter was like, you want to fucking kick indoors and take names? I was like, hell yeah, I want to do all that shit. And then when I got in basic, I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm crying in my bed. It's just like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say like if this it's kind of like usually people are like fuck ups or people that have no sense of direction and they're just lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I would say my best bet is the military. Kind of strains you up big time, like really big.
Yeah, in my early days, that's what my brother always suggested that I join. But he always suggested I join the Air Force.
Yes,
because he
Air Force is the best way. Oh my god, it's like, but the thing is like you wouldn't know that the Air Force is good until you join the Army.
Okay.
Like you have to go through the suck in order for you to understand. Like, okay, the Air Force is the way to go. Because then, let's just say hypothetically, right? You do join, and you went to the Air Force. You would be like, oh, this is fucking lame. This is stupid. But you don't know how good you have it until you obviously go through some shit.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
I would say. It's kind of like, yeah, it's just like the Air Force is like the preppy kids.
Yeah.
All night. I don't know why. For some reason, every Air Force guy that I met, they were just like beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice, luscious, Paul Mitchell hairdo. Beautiful, just beautiful. They're just fucking handsome. Like, what the fuck? Like I think standards over there is like, you better have your hair fucking on point.
Yeah.
But
This guy would fit in right.
Yes, yeah, he would definitely. Yeah, Edgar would definitely be the perfect. They wouldn't even check his scores. You just look at his hair and like, oh yeah, he's fucking in, bro.
Give him the other test.
But yeah, dude.
Okay. And do you feel like you were different before do you feel like the Army changed you in any kind of way?
Oh fuck yeah, dramatically.
Like emotionally or
yeah, because look, man, it's like when I was a kid. Yeah, when I was a fucking kid, I was such a crybaby. Mm-hmm. Like I was very emotional. Keep in mind, this is how emotional I was. In the 3rd grade, to this day I still remember. 3rd grade, some guy, actually one of my good friends, he called because he was mad because I won him at a basketball game. He called me Gatorade, but he emphasized the word gay, and I cried, like a little bitch. Like I was just crying. I was like, "You're a fucking Gatorade," and I was just like, right? So I was an emotional cat. Like I was just like, I was such a little pussy for everything, and obviously when I got older, I kind of got some man in me.
Yeah.
But once I got in the military, it's just like a whole
new ballgame.
Yeah, it is. I would say I'm grateful for it, but then again, I'm not, because when I recently got back, it was hard for me to adjust to people. Like,
Okay.
People were I didn't realize people were so emotional, just like I was.
Yeah.
They just cry for anything. They just bitch about everything, and then I'm just like, God damn, that's how I was.
He had to check me a couple times.
Yes. Big time, yeah.
Really?
Is that like, as I was going through a really hard time in my life, like I happened to meet him, like he was already back from the Army for a couple years, but like we started hitting the gym together, and I feel like during that time, it was just everything he told me. I was just like, oh, it hurts, but it's so true. Like, but
yeah, that's how I've always been straight. I've been like, that's how it is over in the military.
Yeah.
It's like if like your teammate, you know, or whatever, let's just say, he, like, if you were fucking up somewhere, they won't be like, hey dude, you know, try to, no, it's like, you're fucking up, you're a piece of shit, you're a fucking idiot, get your shit straight.
Yeah.
But those were words of love, if that makes sense.
Of course.
Like for them, it was love. It was all love, because they want you to strive, they want you to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But the way they say it, it was just like, in the beginning for me, it was just like, oh, like, why are you talking to me like that, bro? Like, we're cool. What the fuck, you know? But it was all love. It was all, honestly, all love. But
cool.
So when I tell this fool, I told VZ, I was just like, dude, you need to get your shit straight. Like, straight up. Like, I just told him straight up. But, like, I obviously he didn't like it, but it hit him, and it finally made him snap. Yeah. You know, and that's what made him change.
It took a couple of times, too. I'm not gonna lie.
It did.
It took, like, it was literally... I forgot one. It was just through, you know, just multiple times. And then I finally just, like, kind of broke down to him one night, and it was while he was working at the gym, whatever. It was while he was working. I went to go, you know, before I was gonna hit it, whatever. I went to go talk to him, and I remember just breaking down and like how much I really wanted to change, and just a collective effort, because no one else was telling me. Mm-hmm. No one else was calling me out for like what I was doing, but I did want to change, and he saw that, and I feel like he just kept on like picking at it. Just
Okay,
being a
yeah,
friend.
that's like some like Big Brother type
So
shit.
that's what everybody kind of tells me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been told you that as well.
Yeah, the homie of mine, Daniel, he always tells me like you're like a big brother to me. That's just because I just tell him straight up, like it's not because I'm a dick about it or an asshole. It's just like I'm just telling you straight up.
Right,
Yeah.
you're being truthful.
What do you think that is about you that kind of like makes everybody everybody that's close to you?
I honestly don't know.
Really
To be honest, to
comfortable.
this day, is like every person I encounter, like it just takes literally that same day, and they'll tell me like their deepest, darkest secrets,
Yeah.
and I'm like, motherfucker, you don't even know me. I could literally just rat your ass out with everybody in the world, but I won't. Obviously, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I just keep everything.
I think you're just you're easy to trust. You're somebody who's easy to trust.
Somehow, I don't
But
know.
I think it's just because you, like you said, like you speak the truth and you're straightforward. And I feel like when people are liars or like fakes, you can kind of tell.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
yeah. I
kinda
mean,
see
I
who they are.
definitely get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not gonna open up because you will open up to us, and if you open up, then it's gonna want to make other people open up.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense though.
Right.
I think it's just like I'm always blunt about things. I'm like, if I don't like something, I don't like it, and I'll just be straight up about it.
Yeah. I think for me at least, it was kind of like it was one of those things where I felt like he wanted me to get better as well though. Like he would tell you a certain thing and it was like the meanest way you can say something.
Yeah.
But behind it there was like a
Yeah,
sense of like
it's the, what is it called? It's the truth, but it's obviously what they say is like the truth hurts.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I just told them. People don't like to hear it. But,
No,
you
they
know,
don't.
It has to happen. Someone has to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna live this life of thinking that you're good when you're not.
Right. I think that's like another like quality that I think a dad would have too. Like being very straightforward with you and like kind of teaching you to like straighten your shit the way a mom really wouldn't. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, that's true. Because
The
the
mom's
mom's
a
very
little
like,
bit more nurturing
no,
and-
Miko, don't do that. But it's okay, it's okay. And I'm like, nah, fuck man. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need this fucking. Oh
Right.
my god.
Okay, I think another question I have for you is, what are just some of the biggest misconceptions of the military?
Okay, one of them is they think we get paid immaculate.
I always thought that.
Yeah,
I still think that.
everybody to this day thinks that. My guy, I get paid in the beginning like $200 every 2 weeks.
Really? Okay.
In the beginning,
Uh-huh.
and then they bumped it up to like 600.
Okay.
600 every 2 weeks, bro. And obviously, when you move up in the ranks, you do go up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
And then when I finally like got to somewhat to the top, I was getting 900 every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I thought I was fucking collecting cheddar.
Like dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're, that's not bad though.
It's not bad, but like you're making more now.
I'm making more now.
Yeah, I see.
Now I'm making about like probably like $100, $200 more. But that's just the beginning. Once I get hired onto my company, I'm gonna book $1,000 a week. The only good thing is that like the military does pay for your house.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's fire. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Another misconception is the jobs. Honestly, people just think it's like all about front line, like you just do that, but no, there's jobs that you wouldn't even think of. There's a fucking job that you can purify water.
That's it.
That's it. That's all. Your mission is like, oh, I see some dirty water, I'm gonna purify it.
And you come home and you're like, I'm a U.S. veteran.
Yes. Oh my god, bro. Like I'm saying, but there's plenty of jobs. There's like jobs that you won't think of, but it's always. I would say I kind of fucked up. I should have like did what I did and then reclassed. Reclass meaning like I could change jobs
Yeah.
into something that would benefit me outside.
Okay.
Never fucking did that shit. I was my unit was just like it was just like a whole.
Hey, maybe that somebody that's listening to this could reclass or whatever.
Yeah, so definitely. If you're in the infantry, usually your best bet if you want to stay in, you want to reclass.
Okay.
People that usually stay in is because they have married and they have like 1,000 kids and they need the money.
No.
Honestly, that's the only reason why. Yeah, or the guys are just lifers, as they call them.
Most people really love it.
Yeah,
right?
I just love that. The whole waking up at early as fuck or whatever and just getting shit done.
Out of like your whole out of everybody that went in with you, how many people do you think were like lifers?
None.
Do you think most people? Aren't like lifers?
No, nice. But look, man, the unit that I was in, if anybody that's in the military, they'll know that the 509th Fort Polk, Louisiana, is the worst unit you could ever get in.
Okay.
There's a fucking newspaper.
Why though?
Like plaqued. I don't know. I kind of know, but I mean, no, I fucking know. What the fuck am I saying? There's a fucking newspaper saying the most hated unit in the U.S. Army because one, it's in Louisiana. Yeah. Let's just start there. Louisiana is just a bunch of hillbillies, brothers fucking them sisters. The whole nine, bro. The whole fucking nine. I'm not even joking. Like, it's like you be seeing some fine ass female, and then the minute you're like, "What's up?" they smile. They only have like 3 teeth. And shit. That's it. God. I swear, I'm like, God damn. Anyways, but like, so the unit that I was in, it was just more like we worked out in the field a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Like I would say the statistics was like we worked 48 weeks out of the 52. Mm-hmm. The last 4 weeks, it was 2 weeks in a vacation or leave in summer and 2 weeks on winter. That's it. Like we had no breaks. Yeah, we'll be on the field for like 3 weeks, and then we'll come back, and then we'll have like a 4-day, and then right back on it again. Like we'll be out in the field again.
Would it snow out there?
It snowed in the winter. Like when I left, like it was snowing like hard.
Yeah,
which was crazy. I was like, I never thought it would snow. But those years that I was there, it snowed like a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay. Besides the weather, was there like anything that like really was like culture shock to you? You know, being from California.
Oh my God! I would say the best thing I've ever had is the food. Southern food. Southern food is greasy though. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everything is fried. They fry air, bro. I'm telling you, they fry that shit. Bro, it's so fucking bomb. Their sweet tea, like they put emphasis on the sweet.
Really?
Yeah, bro. It's like you take 2 sips, diabetes for sure. But the food was amazing.
Yeah. So it's like stereotypical Southern food.
Oh yeah, cornbread.
Did you ever go out to like party out there?
I did go to the Mardi Gras.
How was that?
It's not what you think, bro. It's like
I heard it's like really humid.
Yeah, it's like everything's humid, bro. It's like, oh yeah, Louisiana, there's just humidity all over this area right here. That's like that. I was there. I mean, yeah, you did see titties and just like beads flying everywhere and shit, but like it smelled like sewer. It's just nasty as fuck.
Oh wow.
But I mean, people are just loving it.
Yeah.
Were some of the people that were in your unit, were they like crazy partiers? Or
I feel like everybody would.
Anybody that was fucking single is guaranteed party. They're either at the fucking club, the bar, or the strip club.
Really?
Guaranteed, or not. Like some of them like just like to chill at the house or at their little spot, and we'll just sit down and we'll drink. That was like my favorite thing to do, is just sit down and drink. Yeah. That's like, yeah. And then every now and then they'd be like, "Let's go to the fucking bar. Let's go to the club." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, my baby mama's not here. Fuck it, I'm down." And then like, but I don't got clothes, and like, "Oh, we'll let you borrow some clothes." And yeah, it was cool. It was dope as fuck.
That's tight. What was like the most like out? You said you saw like a lot of craziness out there in the sense of like, you know, girls with missing teeth or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What was like the most outlandish thing you like ever like kind of encountered out there that you wouldn't see in California?
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like a true story, but fuck it. All right, so I was taking a shit, right? And I don't know. I guess okay. So when you eat MREs, like these are military like foods that you eat, they'll fill you up, but they'll clog you. Okay. So you won't take a shit. And so like after the 3rd day, you'll probably end up wanting to take a shit. But this shit is like fucking massive. Like I'm talking about like the snake anaconda coming out of your body. So I took a fucking fat shit. Like finally got home after the 4th day, and I was like, oh, I need to take a fucking Duke. I mean, toes curled and everything, scratching the walls. letting that shit out. So
That's the best. That's
yeah.
the best. When
I was
it
like,
comes
yeah.
out.
And it came out like, you know,
Yeah,
like in
I had
ice,
that.
you know, like, yeah, whole type of buffet, and you pull down the lever for the ice cream, and it comes out like this. It was like that, bro. I'm
It's
not
very
even joking.
descriptive.
Yeah. It was like that, bro. I'm not even joking.
Okay.
Anyways, I tried to flush that fucker down. It took like 3 times before it started to go down, because it was stuck to the damn toilet.
Jesus.
And then, after it went down, it clogged my shit. So I had to go call like services or whatever, and they're like, "This is the by far the craziest shit I ever heard." I didn't think. I mean, I was over here like thinking, "Oh, they're all hillbilly." No, they're fucking hillbilly. Like this fool was getting in there, and after that, he was like telling me some shit. He was just like, "They don't, and I was just like, "What the fuck is he saying?" But I'm just gonna play cool, and like if I knew what the fuck he said,
He's like, yeah.
and I was like, oh yeah, sure. He's like, I'm down, thing and shit over there, and I was just like, all right, man, we'll just do what you need to do. And he's like, all right, man, I'll do it, and then he goes like, yeah, and he's fucking gone, bro.
That was his sign off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like he was out.
That's hilarious.
He's like, I got a big one. Well, yeah, that was by far the crazy. I was just like, God damn.
Does that scare you though? And not what came out of you. I'm saying what they're feeding you in order for you to just get clogged up like that.
Well, because you got to think about it, man. Like, scenario wise, let's just say you're out at war, okay?
Yeah.
And you eat something that gives you the runs.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're out there like, fuck, I need to take a shit, but then shots are getting fired. You're running, and then you just fucking like, I'm gonna let that shit rip. You know, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be infected. It's
Yeah.
just wrong. So if they
Okay.
clog you up for a couple of days, I mean, at least you'll be fine.
That's true.
That makes sense.
But wow,
I heard it's not good.
you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. I
Yeah.
guess.
Honestly, like whatever it is, like if it says like veggie omelet or if it says like beef stew, only the beef stew is like only passable one. But most of the food, it just looks like blob, and then you eat it and it tastes like whatever it is.
It has that little like hint
Yeah.
of flavor.
Yeah, like oh okay, this is veggie omelet, or like beef stew is the only one, but like beef stew looks like dog food,
Okay.
stewed up.
Like the canned food.
Doesn't sound like
Yeah, it's still fire though.
Could you still eat that kind of food right now to this day?
I'll eat that shit.
Yeah.
If I was fucking starving.
It's like,
But not over like home cooked meal.
You ever,
home cooked
do you ever
meal
crave
like
it?
No, I don't crave. Fuck no, I don't crave
No,
that
because
shit.
I have a friend. His name is Robert. Well, you know
Oh,
Robert.
Robert. Robeast.
When he went to jail.
Shout out Robeast. Shout out Robeast.
Shout out when he went to jail, like he would come. He would come.
That's right.
When he went to jail, he came back and he would crave like jailhouse.
Oh
food.
yeah. That's normal. That's like common.
And then he would like.
Like the Sopa Maruchan and shit.
Yeah. He would go to the store. He was like, "Hey, can you take me to the store?" And he'd buy like all the ingredients, and he'd make like this crazy like
Bomb ass blend.
concoction.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Bro, you don't have to eat like that. No more.
You're home, baby. You're home. You come home.
You can love yourself."
Like I got you, my guy. I got
Like,
you.
You know,
I'm gonna let me hug you real quick. Bro. I'm sorry.
it's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Do you feel like, in a sense, did you ever feel like you went through like a period where you felt kind of institutionalized? Like you would have to like, if someone said your last name or anything, you would kind of like react to it a certain way.
A little bit. It was in the beginning. All right, so it was like a incident that happened. So I also went to, after basic training, I went to airborne school.
Yeah.
And obviously airborne school is like you would jump out of planes and stuff like that. And it kind of traumatized me a little bit in the beginning because like I was like, I mean, who the fuck has the right mindset to jump out of a perfectly good airplane, like just land perfectly, and just like, all right, well, we're at the peak, let's just fucking jump out, you know? So yeah, it's not clever, but I mean, hey, fuck it. I was a psychopath, I guess. I don't know. So the thing is, like when you get ready, the jump master, that's what he's called, the person that's giving the instructions.
Yeah.
He says like 10 minutes, and so when you kind of all yell out 10 minutes, and then he tells you to stand up, and then you hook up to this like cable.
Yeah.
And this thing that you're hooking up to the string is like attached to your parachute. And that's what makes you, like, as soon as you jump out, it pulls your parachute for you. So once you get set up and you make sure you check everything, Jump master looks out the door and like looking out the field and says like, okay, it's about like 1 minute. And he tells you like 1 minute, and then you tell 1 minute. Everybody yells out 1 minute. And then in 30 seconds, they do like this weird ass 30 seconds right here. This is 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then, so like your heart's fucking racing. Because all you see is a big red light. And then he's like, ready, okay. And then the first guy gets right on the door. So he sees everything. Oh my God, it sucks to be that fucker right there.
Yeah.
And he's just waiting. And instead of him looking outside, he looks at the light. He just stares at the light. He's waiting. And he says, and then the red light turns fucking green. He just says, green light, go! And he's like, smacks his ass and he's out. And so everybody starts jumping out, right? So when I came back recently, a friend of mine, Kevin, I was in my car, my old little Cobalt, and we hit a red light. And I remember I was with one hand on the steering wheel, another one on my phone. And I was like, let me know when it's green. And I was like, just going through it. And he says, green light, go! And then like my dumb ass like opens the door and is about to jump out the fucking car. I was like, oh shit! And I was just like it gave me like a little like a minor flashback, and I was just like, what the fuck? And I closed the door and I was like, and I took off, you know. But
that's crazy.
That was like in the beginning phases, you know.
Yeah.
Or when I would hear like a loud bang, like I would just kind of react a certain way, but just like minor. It was not. I never really like drastic.
Yeah.
But that's about as far as it does happen.
Right on.
That's crazy. No, I feel like the body is so weird. You guys, you know Dan Bilzerian. I don't know.
Oh
if you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Him, he's a badass, bro.
Yeah,
He's tight as fuck. But like his military story, he was talking about it on Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how he went through like Navy SEAL training twice with broken legs or broken feet or something like that. I don't know. And it's just like he did it the first time, and then he did it twice with broken legs, and then the third time he did it without any broken legs. But that, I feel like all that shit that you go through, that whole like Hell Week and all that tough shit, I feel like it makes you really like your body very, very strong, and like, I don't know, that's crazy how you can adapt to shit like that, very stressful situations like that.
Mm-hmm. But then like I guess like in that aspect, like yes, your body does like the mind and the body is a powerful thing. Like when I was in basic training, I thought I had a certain limit, like it was small. I was like, I can't do anymore. But the Army breaks that and pushes you even further. Right. And you're like, fuck. Like, just when I thought like I had a certain limit, I go even further than that. And then you're like, who knows? Well, I can probably reach unlimited, potential.
Do you think that you think that's transcended into like your civilian life at all?
Yes,
like,
it is, because like
on how
where like, you just gotta kind of put that in your head, like like for me, like in the beginning, like for work, like this first week, my body was not acclimated to this like work, like this little lifestyle that I'm going on. And it took about a week to adjust, but like in my head, I was like, my body will adjust to it, and it will. And so I just need to do the proper nutrients for it, and everything will be good. Sure enough, like the first day I did legs, bro. After my like work day, like on my first set, I was like shaking, like I couldn't even go anymore. But I was just like, I need to keep going. I'm already started. I'm gonna push it. But I was drained. Yeah. But the minute I was like, oh, just take some protein. I took some protein, and it just like replenished everything. And I was good to go to Thursday, and then Friday, and then so on and so forth.
What is that? What do you tell yourself during those times, during those periods? Because I know I struggled, and I know if I struggled, I know a lot of people struggle with this because it's like a normal, I feel like it's a normal human emotion. It's someone who doesn't, someone who didn't necessarily go to the army or anything, who didn't have that instilled to them. What do you like kind of tell yourself like in that time frame, like?
Honestly, like what
I would give up. I mean, I would not give up, but like
you'd be like, I'm done.
Early on in like my 20s, like my 21, 22, like if I didn't like a job that I went into, I would quit.
Right.
And that was just my always like, it's not me, and I would just leave like within like 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So like what is it like? What is that driving force, or what's that mental like?
Honestly, like what I say, it's just like your body, like, this is what I tell myself, like, your body will get acclimated to it. It will eventually get there. You know, like, your body's not that weak.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a fucking big dude. I gotta fucking whip this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can never look like a pussy in front of anybody.
Okay.
The minute that you show a sign of weakness is when people take advantage of it.
I think that's where you have an advantage, and I feel like a lot of military men and
Yes.
women have have that advantage. Like, they know nothing's that's not gonna last forever.
Exactly. Like,
that moment.
That will not last forever. So you just gotta keep thriving.
Yeah. Every moment is not gonna last forever.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I think that's something that should be taught in like high school or something.
Hashtag
yeah.
shit,
Because I'm telling you, a lot of military men and women,
copyright.
they strive in that department. They understand that situations are not forever, so just endure through the pain.
Yeah.
And I think that's what
the famous word is: embrace the suck.
Yeah.
Embrace the suck. Like,
yeah.
Embrace, like, it fucking sucks, but you embrace it. Embrace it, enjoy it, because it's not gonna last forever. You'll get to the end.
I think that was good. That was really good.
This guy's a motivational speaker over here.
No, it's not even.
No,
that.
add that to the list. Add that to the
I
list.
mean, really though,
Copyright.
for the listeners, I mean, it's like take something out of that.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, add that to the list. It's gonna be like United States veteran, massage therapist.
Embrace the suck.
Embrace the suck. Motivational speaker.
Hashtag. Nah, but yeah, definitely. It's just like, that's what I honestly tell myself. Like, I mean, like, I know I'm sucking right now, but by next week I'll be good.
I know.
You just gotta keep pushing.
There you go. Keep keeping on.
Yeah, that's honestly it.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. This is our first interview. We hoped you liked it. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, Gus, for being here, man.
Yeah,
You can find his Instagram. I don't know how to say it. Go ahead.
It's Tavit. So it's TAVIT 07_17 XO, and then it's till we overdose, but it's TWOD.
Yes, sir.
Always
Okay.
Always plug.
Thank you guys so much for listening again. We hope you enjoyed the podcast. Until next time.
This is the Half and Half podcast. And we're out.
Peace.
Out.
Boom.